Really more, half an hour, whatever he wants to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mark Willy Wilson.
Well, there's a lot of people who know me, and there's a lot of people who won't know me. Obviously, the new up-and-coming Avenue fans who's watching them at the moment. Obviously, they're not having the greatest of seasons, but they've still got all the support that they've always had from when I first joined in 1993. I was signed by that man there, the Goose. That was his name, Gordon Rayner. He was a Goose to people who liked him. It was something else to me because we didn't really get on, but we did on the field, off the field, we didn't get on. Obviously, Gordon and Dave really invited me to Avenue all them years ago when I was a young man. I was a bit headstrong when I was a young fella. I thought I knew best. Drink was my remedy to everything. We'll just raise a glass for drink, so everybody drink is the remedy. Obviously, in my day there was no social media or scrutiny and everything, so you could get away with whatever you did. I used to drink before games, after games, during games. But my lifestyle was I was passionate about playing football, and all I wanted to do was win all the time, at whatever cost. And I'm still like that now. But obviously, when you get older, your legs go and everything else goes, your spaz goes, everything goes. But going back to Avenue, there's three clubs that are close to my heart. There was Avenue, Emley and Worksop. A lot of Worksop fans who are not here today, I was the most hated non-league footballer at Worksop. Because I played at Emley, and every time we played Worksop, we got the better of Worksop at Emley. I had long hair, I was a jippo, where's your caravan? I don't know if you remember Swampy. Swampy lived in a tree, I was called Swampy. They were the most hatefulest fans towards somebody who played against them. But when I signed for Workshop, they embraced me as the same as Bradford Park Avenue did when I first joined after coming out at Leeds. Gordon, as I say, Gordon Rayner, Dave Healy, a lot of faces here who I played with. Peter Craven, he's massive now. He's got big head in football. But I'm going to pay him a compliment. What a player he was when he were on song. And I think a lot of people who knew Avenue at the time would agree after what I'm saying. But being back at Avenue where it all started, I'll go into non-league, nothing else. We used to play at Batley Rugby Club. Well, it's Mount Pleasant.
Unpleasant.
I'm going to swear the pitch was like dog shit alley. It was on a slope like that, going on it. It was like the Sunday League pitch. It was like the Sunday League pitch. Anyway, Gordon asked me to sign. I was a bit reluctant. I'd just left Frickley. I'd been sacked from Frickley because of my antics on and off the pitch. Through drink, which, yes, I don't condone it, but what a time I had. I'm still having. They asked me to sign. I thought I'll go lower to go higher. Get back to that professional status. You hear about players who they start off high and they go low, 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 low. I started off as a professional and went lower and then built myself up, obviously, to in non-league get the highs of non-league. So I joined them at Mount Pleasant, dog shit alley, first game, Kids Grove. Kids Grove? It was Kids Grove. Anyway, we ended up winning 3-2, I scored 2, MOM. The fans are dear to me. Nutty Boys, if I remember. Nutty Boys. Mad Pete there. Where's Uncle Gummidge? Jesus Christ. Where's Aunt Sally? The older generation will know what I'm on about. Obviously, Dave Storey and Alt Committee, lot of faces who's here, but there's a lot of faces who aren't here from Avenue. Terry Staunton, not here no more. Yeah, a legend as a manager, previous manager, Primo, Kitman, what the fella he was. I don't remember this guy, Ronnie Bottomley. Come on, Avenue! Yeah, you know more about them who's on my wavelength, which there ain't many people on my wavelength, but yeah. But then there's past players for Avenue. I'll just mention a few: Mark Price,
Yeah.
Carl Goddard,
Yeah.
Paul Viner.
Yeah.
Paul Viner, a good friend of mine, a really good friend. That's why today, obviously, we're doing something for our foundation. And this lovely lady over here, I played football with her dad, and he passed away through, obviously, something to do with his heart. So they're from Barnsley. I've invited them as well to share this, obviously, this honour to be asked to come to this great club. The great club, which in my eyes is still a great club, but we're just not performing, lads. Where are the lads? We're just not performing. It's not on. So yeah, so obviously we're here, not for me, just to try and generate more support for the club in non-league football. There's that many supporters and everything like that, and people behind the scenes who are unsung heroes, which we forget about. The players are getting the money, but are they deserving the money? Always got to give back to the club, which obviously you Avenue fans who knew me, I always give to the club. I lived at Barnsley. And I used to get £30 off that man, Gordon Raymond. And I used to spend 50 in the bar. Am I right, Gordon? And then I had to wonder how I'm getting home. So that was more expensive. So what I'm trying to say to you is, footballing's always about money for players like us. Some players give it back, and I'm one of them players who have had 3 spells at Avenue, and each time I've given everything. My second spell with Trevor Staunton didn't go quite as well as I thought it might have, because Trevor signed me from Harrogate Town, where I'd been signed from Emley. So I was at Emley Football Club. I signed for Harrogate Town, got a signing on fee, went to Cancun with that signing on fee, told the manager, Dave Fell, who was the Stanley Road manager, and said, I'm the best man at my mate's wedding, which I wasn't. I just went. So anyway, when I come back, I were bronze result, and I were banging goals in. And when clubs are up there and they've got a big budget, they love it. But when they're lower and lower and lower, they look to cut costs. And instead of saying to me, look, you're on contract, will you take a cut? I would, because I spent all my time at Harrogate in the club, like I did in Avenue Batley at the time. So anyway, we played a match. This is the famous, I set myself on fire on a bus coming home. Now, some of you might have seen it and some of you might have not seen it, but I signed from Emily, I went on holiday, scored lots of goals, the money had dried up. So I used to live at Barnsley, so from Harrogate, they used to pick me up on the motorway at the M1, and I used to have my bag, and it had me 12 cans of woodpecker in. So instead of opening the door at the back, I get on the bus, put it back and start laughing and joking with all lads and everything like that. We played a team called Belper, because they were in the same league. I got sent off after 10 minutes. So I decided to go in the bar like I always do. And they just got a new drink called Scrumpy Jack. Well, Scrumpy Jack were quite strong at them in the early years. So I guess goes in there, goes in club, gets on the bus coming home, goes outside, fresh air. Giddiest man I've ever seen. Gets on bus, and at the time there used to be coaches to travel away because there were lots of distance. People used to smoke and drink up back at bus. That's it. Used to smoke, drink, etc. I used to drink, but never smoke, so I got my bag with me. Gets my aerosol can, gets somebody's lighter, starts getting a human torch down bus. Chairman, everybody laughing all like that. Goes down to the front, gets up microphone. Tonight, boys, I'm going to be the human fireball. So everybody's laughing, egging me on. Well, when you were younger, it used to be airy. Now, everybody's bothered about what they look like body-wise. And all men now shave the same. They shave the same. Women shave the same. I'm quite airy, but I've actually shaved myself. So I says I'm going to be the human fireball. So I gets me lighter and I sets myself on fire. And everybody in the park just went. The bus absolutely stunk. Everybody's laughing, joking. So anyway, gets off at Barnsley, I'm like that. See you later, boys, like that. 2 days later, they fell. Phone call. Willie, I've got a problem. I says, well, what's up? Everybody enjoy it? You've been suspended for 2 weeks pending an inquiry. So I went to FA because I was in PFA. So I went to FA and said, I'm on contract, they're suspending me, blah blah blah. That's like my view. So anyway, went to FA.
So you like his films, eh? He said you like his films. Let's talk about your films, lad. Films like us.
So went to FA, pleading my case, saying unfair dismissal on contract, blah blah blah. So pending this inquiry, they just said, obviously they're going to throw it out because I endangered the life of the bus, etc. So from Harrogate Town, got sacked. Trevor Staunton decided to take a punt on me. Trevor, what manager here with Thompson, Clive Freeman.
Tomo, yeah.
So he buys me, signs for Bradford Park Avenue. Signs at Bradford Park Avenue. I've been to Blackpool for 2 days. The first away game, I turns up with a bag full of masks, wigs, inflatable hammers, you name it. Because I was still giddy, I'm up back at bus like that, Clive Freeman saying, you're an old daft. So I'm running up and down bus with I've got a Gaddafi mask on. The second time he was in hiding, I've got rubber hammer, this is going before the game. Come on, Mad Pete, can you remember? I'm not lying, am I? Trevor Staunton, and everybody knows how Trevor talked. He went, what the bloody hell have we signed here? Come on, what have we signed here? So anyway, plays the game, I was up, did alright. On the way back, I starts, had a few drinks, starts again. Starts taking piss out of Trevor Staunton. I didn't know that he was quite handy and all like that. So I'm going to Trevor Staunton, Trevor! He looked back, he went like that on bus. I went, Trevor! And then after that, I played a part role in Avenue. Beat on 8, part. So my second spell didn't really go as well as my first spell. But going back to the first spell with Gordon, we were successful. I think we went 13 games unbeaten. 14 games unbeaten.
And the cup.
Well, me and Gordon fell out over sending off. I was quite aggressive and ruthless when I played football. Some of my tackles now were very X-rated. They used to call me the ironing board. Because when I used to tackle, I used to get me pro studs to tackle people like that. So me and Gordon fell out over when I got sent off. I think it was Dave Healy who said, I've let the team down and everything like that. So it was the season when the club got promoted from the North West County. So I went and signed for Emley at the time, and the last 3 games I was suspended from Emley due to obviously a tackle that I'd done. So I decided on my own back.
Corner, please.
So I decided on my own back to go back to Bradford Park Avenue, which it took me 2 buses from Barnsley, one Barnsley to Bradford, and then Bradford to Jacobswell pub, with a bloke called Sooty who met me. Remember Sooty, his face will falling to bits. What? He's still with us.
Yeah.
Don't know how, but bloody great. So I end up going on the coach to Trafford. And I was a supporter for Avenue for the first time. And I was with all the nutty boys and everybody. And with the club, not obviously me, but the club actually won promotion that day from the North West counties. So I was kind of a part of that, which endears me to a lot of the older generation.
Really?
Tell
Tell them about the
Who's here?
club.
Tell him what?
Tell them about the club.
What, when we took over?
No, when you were laid on the floor. The landlord came and said, one of your feet was laid on the floor.
Hey, give me the mic. Listen, I'm trying to keep it sensible.
Picking up ladies' dresses. Boy, yeah.
I've been told to try not to swear and keep it right. But that was a good occasion for Avenue to obviously get in that ladder and progress into the league. That went into the Unibrom.
I've got a question for him. Brian Clough. I heard a little rumour that you'd had a running with Brian. Can you tell me that?
Get the cup. Thank the cup.
Brian Clough. When I first started out in football, I was at Nottingham Forest as a young lad. And every school holiday, you used to go to clubs and spend a week at a football club. Fretwell and everything like that. On this one occasion, we went to the actual Forest ground. All sat all stood in a circle. I just sees this front stand. I had right long hair then, right, when I was younger. I just heard this. You girl! You girl! You with the stilettos on! So when all young lads like shy and everything like that went, yes, you know who I'm talking to, you girl! And he actually come down and he said, because I've got long hair, he went, you must wear stilettos with an haircut like that. I ended up not signing for it because he was a stickler for rules. If he wanted you to have short hair, you had to have short hair. I ended up signing it Rotherham United as an apprentice. That was absolutely brilliant. Great time, you know, sweeping terraces, cleaning boats and everything like that. I was head boy, I was captain, everything was going good until his daughter decided to take a shine to me. So you know when you're younger, you're like, so I was seeing his daughter for about 6 months behind his back, and we used to have a communal bath where everybody used to share that. And every time he used to come in, he used to go, he was Scottish bloke, Billy McHugh, and he went, hey, what are you young'uns to see my daughter? I used to go like that underwater. Anyway, it come to an end when they played Bournemouth away, and I actually knew his wife quite well, so I used to, when they travelled away, I actually went to his house at Rotherham and having a cup of tea with his wife and her mum. Little did they know that Willie Wilson was having a little bit of hanky-panky. So when it finally come to it, I'll not say I got sacked, but I got released. But fortunately, from there, I signed a professional contract at Huddersfield, where again, I played every hunting league game or a reserve game with good players. But the civic reception, I was supposed to sign a 2-year contract. Every season, you would have a civic reception. And the civic reception where you were paraded to like fans like yourself, loyal fans, and then every player had to get up and say something. Well, I'd been out all day, and a lot of the older players spiked me drinks. So I was the drunkest man I'd ever seen, and apparently I abused an old player called Peter Witt, who played at Aston Villa. Because his knees weren't the best, so I abused him. I went in on the Monday expecting to sign a 2-year deal. Little did I know that I was offloaded to York City. So when I went to York City, I'm thinking, oh, I'm signing a 2-year deal here. So at the time, I think Tubbs and Crockett's were about. So I had long hair, I had suit on, I had round neck t-shirt and cowboy boots. Thinking I'm signing this contract, was in the dressing room, bear in mind I'm not 19 years old. Was in this dressing room, all round pros. What is this that's coming? I'm thinking I'm signing a deal. John Murray, the manager, he said, sit down, Willie, Owen Adams said that we're taking your own trial. I thought I was signing a 2-year deal. The worst trial, so embarrassed, all dressed up, that's when I got into non-league football. And then obviously, things from there went better for me.
How many times have you been sent off in your career?
I thought it were 19 times, but Dave Ely has come up with another sending off, which I didn't know about in FA Vars. I've had 19 sendings off from 16, because Not through verbal or swearing or all like that. Very robust. Over enthusiasm. A bit high that chapter. So if I were playing in this day and age now, I'd probably send off every week. But something said these off. I'll tell you a story about Avenue when I got sent off. We played it, I think it was my second spell with Trevor. We travelled down to Eastwood Town. 10 minutes I get sent off. Goes in bar, I'm a cider drinker. My favourite drink was woodpecker. Goes in bar, guess what was there? Woodpecker in bottle. I thought, do I watch game or do I have a drink? So I decided I'm going to sit down and have some woodpeckers. Anyway, we ended up winning 3-2. Martin Pemberton scored the winner. So comes in bar, everybody's saying, I'm like, I did that, I got sent off to you boys. So you could. So I comes up with this song after, and he went Grand Old Duke of York. So everybody were participating, and what it was, I sung Grand Old Duke of York properly, and then there were no ups, no downs, no ups, and no downs. So anyway, I get everybody up singing that, and then I did that at workshop as well. So it adhered me to Bradford fans at workshop. But there's a lot of sendings off which I could go on, but I'm probably babbling on a bit too much. What a player.
Have you any questions for Mark? I don't want to ask another question. How many times have you been locked up? Usually that.
I've only been to Armley once. And I'll tell you something in Armley, right? When I went in there, when I farted, I used to go. Right? There was this big coloured chap. He showed me a knife and he showed me his badge. And he said, which one's it going to be? And the next time I farted, he went.
Any more? Anybody else? Is he playing? He'd love to, I think.
Are you still out digging holes, Willie? Still out digging holes?
Guys, when I told him earlier on, he was very shy. It's very difficult. I mean, I've been doing it for years. But I think now, first one is it, first and second one is it? Yeah.
What it is, I'm one of them people who's quite spontaneous and I'm quite confident. So, if I would just sat with lads and everything like that, and somebody asked me to, well, can you get up a session? Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I'm babbling on. But when Chezza asked me, would you like to come and be a guest, I thought it was just half time. Little did I know that I'm not on social media, Facebook at all. Somebody sends this post saying, a night with Willy Wilson on. So that confidence level, I've been shitting myself. And I can honestly say that, and Potty will say, no, because I'm not used to being put on spot. I can do silly things without people knowing. But listen, I want best play you ever signed. That's how confident I was. And drunky. Peter Craven, have you got a question?
Did you ever steal any money? Nobody ever collected money.
Right, Peter Craven just asked a question here, which Did I ever play for money? I'm gonna answer you honestly. Right, I travelled from Barnsley. Right, when I signed with G, I got 50 quid. There was a team in Bradford called Stanley Road. Who in our day used to sign good players to get like a little bit of a lift of it, EBU, EBU, coming rubbish, Ventus, Oakenshaw, yeah, so I used to play on a Saturdays for Bradford, and I think Gordon, talking about, why did you be the manager of Stanley Road then? Is it because your milk round didn't work on a Sunday? Did you work on a Sunday on milk round, or was it something else? Was it a crinkly packet that you used to get? But going back to Stanley Road, I played football in Barnsley, and it was notorious for thugs and intimidation. I played with Emily's dad in the Sunday League. There was a naughty team that used to beat players up so they didn't participate on Sundays. I was the unfortunate one who were a gobshite, and I was in a boozer in Barnsley, and I got beat up one night because they didn't want me to play the next day. I don't drink that. I only drink cider. Only drink cider, pal. Not eyewash. Are you having your teeth done? But going back to it, I got beat up in Barnsley and I said I'd never play Sunday football on Barnsley again. And then obviously I signed at Bradford Park Avenue. I worked at Bradford. I worked for E. O'Donnell's at Beaumont. So I used to dig holes in Bradford. I knew everybody in Bradford. I played for Bradford, and then obviously went into Stanley Road on a Sunday. But there were more method to the madness on Sundays because I used to get the knockoff gear from Barnsley, as in Burberry, Lacoste and everything like that. I'm alright now because I've done the time. I've done the time, so I'm alright. So I used to travel up in a car and book were full of whatever. Stan Smiths, Nikes, Burberry t-shirts, Burberry shirts, this, that and other. So we used to play football on a Sunday against EBU, win them 2-1, and then we used to celebrate. Oh dear, how are we doing, pal? And now a blast from pass. So after we finished playing football, we used to go to, what was it, Bradford Hotel? Bradford Arms on Canal Road. I don't know if there's ever been past here, but there's a car, a mate that's been here for 25 years. Right? I can't see through windows, it's a right shit. But I'll tell you something, Max, who used to have that, looked after the lads. Pre-match meal, we used to have tea and toast, pre-match meal, play, then after the game, there were every nationality of food that could have. If I wanted a Siamese cat, it would be on that pool table. There was everything. Just remember, there were everything I could think of. But then I get a phone call saying, go to Whipsy, go to Queen at Whipsy. I was like, why? Somebody wants to buy some gear. Not gear what everybody sells now. You are Burberry and Lacoste shirts. So I used to be there with 24 packs. Like that. Cash. Crazy time. 8 years I played in Bradford for Stanley Road. You get paid? Peter keeps asking me about money. Football and me, yes, I got money. I never asked for money. The managers said, we're giving you this. And what I did with that money, I distributed it back into the club. Or various clubs. Workshop will tell you the same, Emily will tell you the same. I was fortunate to play football, but I wasn't money orientated. I wouldn't go in like players now and go, well, I think I'm worth 200, I think I'm worth 300. It's an honour to play for a club like this, with facilities and fans and everything like that. That's where people get greedy. I know everybody's circumstances are different. You know what I mean? You might not be working, but don't take the mickey out of them who's looking after the club. All the people behind the scenes, they don't get paid. All the volunteers who've been here years and years and years, they don't get paid. And then you've got greedy young'uns now. Well, I'm a good player, I want this much, I want that much. No, earn that one. Earn that. That's where I get frustrated with football now, with the demand of the money to go.
I believe you played in the FA Cup for Emily against West Ham. Is that right? Did you play that day? I think you did. You did. What probably more playing?
Bobby Davro were playing.
Right, any more questions then?
When you played at Stanley Road, who's the lad that went to Torquay, the ladies?
Brandon.
Good sir.
You want Stanley? No. You say, will it? No. And come in like with bloody black eyes and arms and slings and...
Yeah, I'm just going to mention the FA Cup again. I think he's got a story on that one.
Going back to FA Cup, 1998. Little Emily had to go through 9 games to get to the 3rd round of the FA Cup. I played every game bar the replay at Morecambe. We played Morecambe at Huddersfield Town, and we ended up winning on penalties. So because I'd been an Emily stalwart for years and years and years, I thought my position weren't in jeopardy. So they looked after us. We went to Tower Thistle Hotel, and manager says, look, you can all have a couple of pints before bedtime, before big game. So I honoured that, a couple of pints. You could take your partners with you and everything like that. Anyway, gets up, pre-match breakfast, everything like that. 2 hours before kick-off, we're all sat in this room like we are now. I get the dreaded hook, which I've never experienced anything like this because I've never been really a sub. So I went outside and the manager says, I'm not picking you today. I'm like, no, you're not picking me. And he says, and it was a tactical decision. We got £800 for playing that game. And I said, I'll give you £800, please play me. The most important game in obviously a non-league man's time, won't have it. And I said, why didn't you tell me last night? He says, you might have done to my dad. And I said, I'll tell you what I've done. I said, I'd have smashed this hotel up because that's how passionate I was. And I didn't care about, all I wanted to do was play. Anyway, it comes to the game, you go back in the dressing room. Lads knew that I weren't playing, so they're all, he speaks to me, they all go. So I'm like, in a corner on my own, I'm like, so went out for warm up, you know, if you play, you're like, come on. I'm like, anyway, I stopped in the dressing room for about 3 minutes before I come out, shin pads like that. Fortunately, one of the main players, centre half, got injured, and that's when Kitson scored. So Tonks here, young lad, says, Willie, you're on. I'm like, I don't play. mind us, don't mind us. As soon as he says you're on, I was straight like that and I was absolutely raging. So everything I did that game, I kicked lumps out of every player. Bearing in mind the team was Mike Forrest, Tim Breaker, Dave Unsworth, Steve Potts, Ferdinand, Al Berkovich, Lampard, Hartson up front, Kitson, Stan Lazaridis. I thought, I'm going to make an impact here and I'm going to show my frustration to everybody and not playing. And honestly, I was always an aggressive player, but I channeled it. And we should have been about 6-0 down at first half, or 1-0. They scored when that lad who I went off for got injured. That's when they scored. Should have been 6-0. The second half, you know, when the whole team just gets that breath of fresh air, every player produced a performance that you've never seen before. We were actually passing the ball to one another. We were like, we do three passes, we're like, three passes. So there's a few extracts where I'm a bit robust. It's on video, it's on pictures and everything like that. And I had a few altercations with Ferdinand. So I tackled Ferdinand, he didn't like it. So he comes up to me, so I'm like, yeah? What's that gonna do? And he couldn't understand the word I was saying. So as the game's progressing, the fans are getting more and more calling me Jimbo, calling me every name under the sun. And I did a tackle just near halfway line. And next thing, loads of coins are coming up. You see it now, don't you? Loads of coins are going. And Jeff Winter, if you remember Jeff Winter, referee, I went like that and he went, no. My first instinct was to throw it back. So when he says, no, don't do that, they're all throwing it, I'm going, no, because I'm from Barstow, am I? Yeah, but please. So I'm like that. So all these thugs like that, starts laughing. So I'm going like that, and then as the game's progressing, we actually scored. So it was 1-1. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. We had them on back. And then there was an incident with David Unsworth, where I should have got sent off. I don't know if anybody's seen the picture of the tackle that I actually did. I should have got sent off. And he come up to me and he says, he didn't send me off because of the occasion. He said, I'm not going to send you off because of the occasion, which he is the best referee I will ever be. and it was a tackle where ball was in middle, and obviously you both try and get it. His leg were dangling, and there is a picture. And I saw his leg, I'm like, oh, is that a pint for cider? I literally went like that, and I caught him there. But the picture that I've got is with Al and I have actually got the picture, and I didn't get, and he didn't moan or groan, he just got on with it, he just said that's non-league football. But at the time, non-league football, I think in the FA Cup there were more upsets because non-league football were, in our day, was robust. You had to be the hardest man on that pitch. In the professional game, you give somebody time on the ball. Man City, teams don't come to it. So if Shazza's giving me the ball, I will look at that ball, take it to us. Look up, pass it. Look up, get it, pass it. I know is it non-league. As soon as that ball goes to him, raging ball. I was like, he ain't getting that ball. And I used to top him, Uddy, am I right what I'm saying? There's an old friend of mine here I've just spotted, Uddy goalkeeper. right? He knew what I was like. Lottie knew what I was like. I wouldn't give that man time on that ball. And I think in the non-league, that's why there were so many upsets, because the non-league didn't respect professional footballers. They give them that much time on the ball.
No, not at all. Yeah, all the same. Yeah, I've just been told that Mark is actually a hero, not only a hero, but a massive star in this area. And he's going to be awarded an award on the 100 years of people. So,
Let me tell you now.
Better give him your money.
Just say, it's an honour to give Willie this award. For any semi-pro player to play over 1,000 games, that level of football is absolutely tremendous. And I'd just like to give him a round of applause.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. You're worth it. 1,000 games. I think it's important that get season back. I think I hope you enjoyed the story. We're going to try and get more of this story after games now with people right from the area or from the pro clubs, and hopefully we can get the club going again and get the support back up, which it does deserve. So thanks everybody, thanks for your time, thank you.